Yo, what is up guys? My name is Rhino and we're back for another video. And yes, we have a fun video for you guys that's going to be fun for me to make and painful for you to watch, which is exactly why it's fun for me to make. Yes, we are doing another Discord ranking. So, in case you weren't aware, in the past I made a video where I got my people on Discord. If you're not on my Discord server, by the way, make sure you go join it just for a lot of fun, just for chill, chatting, make friends, talk about most things that you want, and maybe take part in another one of these types of videos in the future. But I made a video where I asked them what their favorite skins were, and then I ranked all of them from worst to best, then their least favorite skins, which are ranked from best to worst, then their favorite skin sets from worst to best. But now I asked you guys on Discord for your favorite emotes, so now we are going to be ranking them. So I'm going to be cracking the whip on you once again, so be prepared. Nah, I'm just kidding. I will be, but there aren't too many bad emotes if I'm going to be honest here. A lot of these emotes are good. And that's what makes this list diverse, is that emotes in this game are so diverse. Some of them are very polarizing, where emotes that you either love or you hate. And then there are those other emotes that might be underrated that are really good, but just don't really stand out amongst the crowd, especially when it comes to these popular TikTok emotes they're bringing in. So I wanted to ask you guys, what are your favorite Fortnite emotes so that I can rank them? And that's what we are doing here. And just a disclaimer before we start, don't get offended by this. This is all just for fun, by the way. I'm not trying to make you change your opinion. I'm not making fun of you or anything like that. And I don't mean to discriminate you or lower you based off your own opinions. It's just something we do for fun. It's just joking around, as a fun way of expressing my opinion of it, just to add a little bit of pizzazz to it, and to see the ones who aren't in my Discord server, the ones who didn't take part of this, maybe you'll have fun me seeing myself roasting you guys, because that's what I will be doing. But it's tough love, guys. But it's all just a joke at the same time, so please don't get offended. So, please buckle up for this list. And speaking of buckle up, at the number 30 spot for the worst emote amongst all your favorites, we have the buckle up emote, which is Andrew's favorite emote. And actually, I meant the number 31. There's actually 31 emotes here. So at the number 31 spot, we have buckle up. So yes, buckle up, Andrew, for me to crack the whip on you, mate. Just like how I have to buckle up every time I have to endure the cringe that this emote provides. It sounds like, I know there are a lot of underrated emotes on here that do deserve more love, and that is great. And this is probably one of those underrated emotes, but it's underrated for a reason for me. The vocals on it just sound awful, like distorted industrial hip-hop vocals that were never used from a failed song. And the moves just remind me so much of, like, he's honestly clutching his family jewels. It's an awkward dance with some stupid music, in my opinion. So, sorry, Andrew. That's the worst one, coming at the number 31 spot. At the number 30 spot, we have the Savage emote, which is Klaus's favorite emote. So, even if I do think Megan Thee Stallion is a talented artist, and even if I do actually like the song Savage, I just cannot handle that dance. You clearly only like this dance because you are a fan of them TikTok thoughts. You are a fan of them girls who have very little talent in just doing what they want and don't care about anything, don't care about their fans, only care about their numbers, and people only like them because they're hot, or they're good looking, or because they're cute, when they're really just a generic teenager with no talent who doesn't deserve the fame. And that's what Savage is. At the number 29 spot, we have Full Tilt, which is Iggy the Weeb's favorite emote. So, yeah, you probably like this emote because you're a fan of anime, you like the Naruto run, but also you're a weeb because you're a fan of the dweebs who did this run, who were involved in the storming of Area 51, the dweebs who knew that if they went near there, they'd get killed. Alright, at the number 28 spot, we have Planetary Vibe, which is Post-War Clown's favorite emote. So yes, clearly you're a fan of astronomy mixed with some girly, cheesy, bubblegum pop music. So you had a female come in, do the vocals to give all that you know about outer space. At the number 27 spot, we have the Marsh Walk, which is Mystic Blitz's favorite emote. So yes, clearly you chose this because you are a fan of generic artists who make generic songs with generic lyrics, with generic dances that anyone can do. Makes sense. At the number 26 spot, we have Last Forever, which is Nuclear Waffle's favorite emote. And you just wish that because you would wish that anything in your life would last forever. And because it's a dance that you need a friend to do, but maybe you don't have any friends. Oh, so sad. I'm just joking, bro. I love you. You're a friend of mine. I'm always welcome to crank up last forever for you anytime you want, bro. At the number 25 spot, we have Springy, which is Carlo's favorite emote. And yeah, for a person who's Sims Midas, kind of makes sense. It's the fact that it doesn't make sense that's why it makes it make sense. At the number 24 spot, we have Paws and Claws, which is Immortal John's favorite emote. So I guess similar to Planetary Vibe. I guess similar to Post-War Clown with Planetary Vibe, you're a fan of emotes that have a bit of like a bubblegum pop vibe to them, but at the same time combining that with something fairly childish. At the number 23 spot, we have Billy Bounce, which is Mr. Llama's favorite emote, and it's just a nice, clean emote. It's fine, and I guess it's a clean emote to go well with the clean plays that you do on the guy you kill every time you emote on them. Clean emote with a clean play. Makes sense. At the number 22 spot, we have Blinding Lights, which is Spooder's favorite emote. So, you're clearly a fan of The Weeknd, you really love the song, I do as well, but the dance is just boring. I'm sorry. At the number 21 spot, we have Poplock, which is Fishy's favorite emote. So yeah, a classic emote, was actually one of my personal favorite emotes way back in the day. Not really the case anymore, because a lot of these epic emotes from like Season 4 and some from Season 5 haven't really aged very well. And this one's just no exception. It's still a good dancer and a unique one. At the number 20 spot, we have Llama Conga, which is Abulado's favorite emote. So maybe you're a fan of Borderlands, or maybe you're a fan of rodeos with bullfighters and the way they move, because this emote's kind of reminiscent of that in a way. Makes sense. At the number 19 spot, we have Verve, which is Greenish Fish's favorite emote. And yeah, clearly you're a fan of free items. You can't afford anything, so you just gravitate towards the free items. At the number 18 spot, we have It's Complicated, which is Cryptic's favorite emote. And this emote is complicated to make a joke out of, but still a pretty good emote there, Cryptic. At the number 17 spot, we have Feelin' Jaunty, which is God Leader's favorite emote. And clearly you like this emote because this reminds you of the guy, of the fat man who comes up to McDonald's daily to get his daily order of 24 chicken McNuggets. And this is the way he walks every time he comes up to the counter. Yeah, makes sense. At the number 16 spot, we have Never Gonna, which is Venom's favorite emote. So, yeah, you clearly love to do this emote because you're just a huge fan of rickrolling people. You rickroll people all the time, and hence you still love this emote. I respect you. At the number 15 spot, we have Daydream, which is Bandana, one of our new members' favorite emotes. And yeah, it's a good emote. I don't have much to say about it. It's a girly emote for sure, but still a good emote. Makes sense for you to choose it, I guess. Coming in at the number 14 spot, we have Jitterbug, which is Arthas Menethel's favorite emote. And yeah, I think this is a very underrated emote. I really like it. It's very funky, got some cool dance moves to it, and kind of reminds me a bit of Monsters University music. I don't know why, but yeah, you made a good choice there. At the number 13 spot, we have Don't Start Now, which is the Riddler's favorite emote. So yeah, that's where I start saying, don't start now with putting your hate in the comments. Don't start now with getting offended about some of the jokes I made, and don't start now making jokes about this emote. This is a great emote, definitely, and a great song too. Moving on to the number 12 spot, we have Dance Therapy, which is Arctic's favorite emote. Aha! I know why this is your favorite emote. Don't think I don't know. Because you are just like Peter Quill / Star-Lord from Guardians of the Galaxy, or you're like all the Guardians of the Galaxies. You simp for Kevin Bacon. You love Footloose, you love Kevin Bacon, so you love his dance. Makes sense. At the number 11 spot, we have Primo Moves, which is Goat's favorite emote. And yes, again, another emote from an 80s themed film. Great movie, by the way, Breakfast Club. Check it out if you haven't seen it yet. You don't know what you're doing. But no, it's a very nice emote. I love the moves in it. I love the music, and I love the movie it's based off. And I did pick this as one of my, if not my favorite emote from Chapter 2, Season 2. And I think I still do stand by that. Or maybe slightly less, but I still do really like it. At the number 10 spot, so we're in the top 10 now. At the number 10 spot, we have Pickin', which is Jake from State Farm's favorite emote. So, yeah, I can see why you choose this emote, mate. I can definitely see why you picked this emote, because you are Jake from State Farm. This is the emote that the old farmers do, sit down on their rocking chair while playing the banjo. So you're from the State Farm too, so that's what you like to do. Makes sense. At the number 9 spot, we have Smeeze, which is Ray K's favorite emote. And Ray K, you made me re-record this video because of your late submission, so you better be lucky that I'm placing it here, buddy, because I swear to God, Nah, I'm just kidding. Smeeze is a very nice emote, actually. Very underrated. Just very nice, chill, jazzy music with some nice clicks and some nice, well-choreographed dance moves. This is an emote that's really grown on me. I really like it. But just maybe submit earlier next time, Ray K. Submit earlier, mate. At the number 8 spot, we have Electro Swing, which is Jack's favorite emote. So, yeah, it's a classic emote. One of the first emotes we ever got where rare emotes were starting to become better than the epic emotes. It's a bit of a mixture between old groove and new swing. So, yeah, you kind of like both old and new music, so it makes sense. So, I do really like it, though. At the number 7 spot, we have Slick, which is Garlic Bread's favorite emote. So, yeah, this is, don't really have much problems with saying that this is your favorite emote. It's a very nice emote. It's a very unique emote. We still don't have many emotes that are like this, with some nice groovy sax and some cool dance moves, and an instrumental that has very much a lot of potential to be remixed. So, and I've seen remixes of this, it's really cool, but the emote itself is really good. And I guess it's slick because you are garlic bread. You always feel slick when eating garlic bread, don't you, mate? Moving on to the number 6 spot, we have Glyphic, which is Phoenix's favorite emote. So not only is this a very underrated emote, in my opinion, and underappreciated, but this is the emote that you and the boys do when you go on your field trip to the historical Egyptian museum. So when you're asked to show some sort of representation of ancient Egypt, you go do that dance, because some of the dance moves represent some of dance moves that would be done, or no, if you have Walk Like an Egyptian, or maybe you know that's the song used in the end credits of JoJo Season 2, Walk Like an Egyptian playing, this is the dance you're going to do to it. So yeah, it's perfect. At the number 5 spot, we have Freestyle, which is Fear's favorite emote. So while yes, this is quite an old epic emote, I still think it's aged very well. I think it's a very nice, very chill, very smooth, very clean. Just love everything about this dance. More than I love you, Fear. At the number 4 spot, we have the Lil Warthog, which is Moronic's favorite emote. Makes sense. You're a huge Halo fan. So am I. I love this emote a lot. It's amazing. How can you not love it? At the number 3 spot, we have the Crackdown, which is CEO of Country's favorite emote. So, yeah, I guess maybe you like this emote because you lag all the time, and this is what all your emotes look like. They all look like they lag. But no, in all honesty, this is a very unique emote, and I love the way it lags. Very unique. At the number 2 spot, we have Phone It In, which is Maddest Man's favorite emote and one of my personal favorite emotes. And yeah, it's a great emote. I love any emote that involves using an instrument and where the instrument is being used to play the music, and it's based off the epic sax guy meme. How can you not like this emote? But moving on to the number 1 spot, for my favorite emote amongst all your favorite emotes, which is also my personal favorite emote in the whole game, that I'm so glad that one of you also thinks your favorite emote, we have the Llama Bell, which is Rhino's favorite emote. And no, I'm not talking about Rhino as in me. I'm talking about another Rhino, a fake Rhino. Nah, I'm just kidding. But yes, it's another Rhino. You share both the same favorite emote as me, and you also share the same alias as me. We are both Rhino, and we both love Llama Bell. I respect you, bro, and I love your choice. Now I'd like to see what else we agree on. But nah, Llama Bell's just a classic. I have it as my ringtone. I'm not even joking. Just love the music. Love how nostalgic it is, how connected it is with Fortnite, how llamas are the mascot. It's just perfect. You cannot go wrong with it. Yes, it is an old emote, but it is gold. It is still amazing to this day and still remains to be my favorite to this day. It is one of the only items where it has remained a favorite of mine for this long, because probably my favorite skin or my favorite pickaxe of all time hasn't remained my favorite skin. Paradox has not been my favorite for as long as this emote's been my favorite, so that's just how classical it is. So great choice there, Rhino. Even though I'm the real Rhino, we both know that. But anyway, that's pretty much going to wrap up this video, guys. So if you guys enjoyed, let me know the like, comment, subscribe. Did you enjoy some of the whip marks, the slash marks that I left on some of you from being cruel to your favorite emotes? Let me know. But until then, guys, once again, if you're not in my Discord server, make sure you join if you want to take part in the next video like this. But until then, guys, I'll catch you in the next video. Take care. Bye-bye.